China is a communist country that is located in Eastern Asia with over a billion of the population, which is the largest number throughout the rest of the countries in the world. The impressive thing about the China is that their GDP has been increasing 10% each year for the past 2 decades. This was possible because of China's political system. Since 1949, when the Chinese Civil War has ended, the political party named Communist Party China, also known as CPC, maintained the political monopoly. As it is in its name, CPC is a communist party, meaning that the government has the largest power above its country and rules the country and operates the pyramid power reaches down to every village and every workplaces. The power of government is so strong that it also affects the decision made on the court. The Supreme People's Court sits on the top of the pyramid of the People's Courts going down to the local level. Because of China's government system, where the government has the most largest power and control over the country, it made it possible for Chinese government to decide on the points they think would be the best. Back to 1960s, when the Industrial Revolution happened in China, the government thought that it is a great chance for them to develop their economy by supporting the industries in China. The government decided not to have any restrictions against what industries do, which caused all the industries to get rid of all their pollutants through water, underground, or burn them, causing pollution. Although this period of time was turning point for Chinese economy and led to significant development, all the pollutants were all being accumulated. In the late 1990s, China had to face its consequence of the government decision made in 1960s by the serious pollution on their country. Since the 1990s, when the Chinese environmental destruction was getting worse and worse, the government made decision that they had to start taking care of their environments and prevent from losing them. This decision is made because the government thought that their economy could be thriving from any points from now on, but their environments cannot. The government decided to produce energy from using the natural environments. To abstract the natural energy, two most used technologies are solar panels and the wind power generation. China is now leading the world in wind power generation with the biggest installed capacity compared to any state and is constantly growing. The government also strengthened the law against the industries to prevent them from releasing the pollutants without going through the cleaning process. As you can see from the graph, although the industrial outputs are similar to the year 2014, the air pollution rate has decreased. There are a few up and downs in between, but overall pollution rate in China is slowly decreasing, proving that the environmental destruction is slowly getting better, just like the government intended it to be. That is showing the progress that cannot be believed. According to the interview by Linda Yue, she mentions that China is currently showing the development that no other countries has shown before, becoming prosperous country from poor country. She also mentions that China had to overcome lots of different challenges in order to be in the place they're standing right now. However, to not to stay entrapped as a middle-income country, China's economy will have to show the constant growth it is showing right now in order to stand in the same level or even higher than the other developed countries. Citizens who consider their life the most important agree to the government's perspective that China should protect their environments than developing their economy. This is an interview on a farmer living in a rural area in China. He talks about the changes in farmers' life because of the pollution. Although taking care of the environments doesn't mean the decrease in the economy, it will still have a bit of effect on it. Also, instead of trying new things and risking it, it would be better to keep the industries the same and support them just like they did before.
前几年呢，有一次，就是在这儿一走以后，它就是污染的，那整个这两边的路两边的麦子，到时候它是检查特别厉害。分类起来以后，就那刚让麦子扬花的时候嘛，那就影响了，最少减产1/3，就是没有颗粒了。农民呢倒是也不少，因为他走不了嘛。
Just like in the interview, farmers have nowhere to go other than the rural area. Farmers agree on the decision made by the government that they have to take care of the environment because of their survival issue. When the cars go past the roads and the factories are running, then their crops are covered by the dust and ruins the crops that they have to sell for the living. Although the reasons are different for supporting the environment between the government and the farmers, They share the same wish, which is to protect the environments. Because of the political system, it was possible for the economy to boom in China. It seemed perfect in short term, but as time goes by, the environments were slowly being destructed. According to the data, 16% of the soils were polluted, 300,000 people were dead each year because of the air pollution, 20% of the rivers are ranked V, the worst quality of water. 420,000 people die because of the water pollution each year. My thoughts are that it is important to keep environments from getting worse than it is currently, because pollution not only affects China but other countries around China. Also, because of the methane gas coming out from the factories, it causes global warming, which is a huge issue we as a world is facing. However, I also understand the perspective of the factory and the business owners because it is an important opportunity for China to become an economically developed country. From the interview with Linda Yue, she says that in order to become an economically developed country, not just stopping from the middle income country, China needs to have a constant increase in the same rate of GDP. In order to do that, I also agree that instead of concentrating on the environment, it would be better for them to concentrate on developing their economy. However, when they reach certain level of the economy, it might be too late for them to turn back for the environments. This image is taken by a NASA satellite on the global air quality. As it is shown in the image, China has the most section colored in red, and South Korea is also colored red, and this is because the microdust travels from China all the way to the Korea, affecting the air quality there. An economically developed country, but it is impossible to get back the environments that they have already destructed before.